Hey everyone, this is JDeeSouza. Today I'm going to be showing you the best mounts under 1 million credits on Star Wars The Old Republic. So, there are heaps of mounts under 1 million credits. As I've said in the previous videos, the prices go up and down. A lot of the ones that I'm going to be showing you guys today aren't even under 1 million today. It's really crazy how the price just changes all the time, but the majority of the time the ones I'm going to be showing you should be under 1 million credits. So there are a lot of different mounts that I could have shown. There's a lot that I haven't actually, looked at or bought or any of that stuff, but these are just at least some of the ones that I've bought and I've got and then I really like. So much like the best outfits video that I did, there's a lot more that I could have put in there, but I can't exactly, I'm trying to fit a certain amount in one video, so I'm going to probably do multiple videos. So these are just some of them, and then I'll obviously make some more videos on some of the others. So first up is the Warcar Corsa. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I just thought that this was really cool, especially for this character that I've got who has the Knights of the Eternal Empire storyline. I felt like it sort of looks like sort of a Zakul type thing, and I plan on getting the Zakul Knight armor for him. I just like the gold, and it's got some pretty cool lights, and I don't know, it just looks pretty cool, and it's it's pretty cheap. I ended up getting it for 600k, and I feel like that's that's pretty decent. Next up is the Glacial Ice Tromper. So this is a pretty cool mount. I found it for about 600k, and as you can see it's sort of gone up a little bit. It's around 1 million, but I mostly thought that this was cool because it mostly matched with the armor that I have on this guy. It's got some pretty cool lights, and it looks like sort of a bit of a normal type beast, but the lights on him just make it look so much better. And for the price, I feel like a lot that look like this are worth a lot more. Next is the jeweled Orobird. Now this, I was very surprised. I saw these for more than 1 million. There wasn't even one that was less than 1 million today. I ended up getting it for 400k, and I was seeing heaps of them over that price, and I was like, oh, this is a pretty cool cheap mount. And yeah, I was very surprised to see that the price was so high, but definitely search it up on GTN and see what the price is like. I think it's just really cool. It's got cool colors. It's got like a sort of jewel type thing in the front. And I mean, it just, I don't know, I feel like it's really cool. Now for the Moonlight Break. Now this is, I feel like this is a really cool one. It's just sort of so abstract and so weird. It's sort of like a land animal with like the hands and stuff, but then it's got these type wing things, and it's pretty cool. It does run on the land. We found it today for around 400k, and I ended up getting it for around 500k. So I think this is one that will sort of always stay pretty cheap. And for the price, I feel like it is pretty good. 400k isn't really that much, so I feel like this is a pretty cool one. I like the white color on it. There is other shades of it, of the Break, so if you want to find the other ones, just type up Break. But definitely a cool little mount there. Next up is the Cartel Relaxation skiff. This has got to be just one of my favorites. I just like sort of the actual way that they lay on it. It's pretty cool. But as you can see today, this one's 1 million. But if you look at it, it looks so cool. It's got like the fruit on the side, and they actually do eat it sometimes, and it's got like the droid at the front. So pretty good one for the price. Still pretty good for the price, to be honest. Next is the Logo Enforcer. This is another really cool one. It's sort of like a bike, and it's like white and blue. I feel like it's pretty good for like a Republic type player. I ended up finding it for 700k, which I feel like was a bit of a bargain. I feel like usually this is not that cheap. Like, it was pretty cheap. Today we found one for 1 million, so it's still roughly around that price. So I'd say it's between 600,000 and 1,500,000. So I'd definitely wait if it is more than 1,500,000, because I'm pretty sure it will drop. I definitely saw some for pretty expensive at some points, but then it was just low after that. So really cool bike sort of thing. Next is the Droid Sidecar. So this is another one where you sort of lay down on it, and I think that's sort of what I like about it. Other than that, it's not too exciting. I do like the droid. I like it when there's like a droid driving it. It's pretty cool. I found it for around 700k. Again, there's ones for around 1 million, so most of these are not as cheap like as say the outfits that I was showing that were somewhere under 100k. I mean, the mounts are a bit different. You usually don't find them for that cheap, but I definitely think this is one of my favorites, and just type it up on the GTN and hopefully you can find it for cheap. Cartel Luxury Skiff is the next one. I wasn't sure if I was going to show this one, but I thought why not. This was worth about 1 million when I bought it. As you can see, there's some that are worth 2 million now. It all depends on how many is on the market. There's only 2 right now, but another skiff that's pretty good. A good thing to do is just type up skiff, and there's all different color ones. This is basically the same to the other one. It's just, you know, a different color, and the droid's different too. So definitely another good one that I like. Now for the Coastline Luxury Sidecar. This one I found for 300k roughly, and they're pretty much going for that price, so I'm guessing these are one of the ones that stays cheap regularly. It's pretty much similar to the Droid Sidecar one. It's just a bit bigger, and there's no like droid driving it. It's just like, I don't know, some other little thing driving it. Again, you're like sort of laying down with your feet up, which I think is another cool addition. And other than that, this is pretty much it for it. Next is the Frontline Gapillion. This is like sort of this beast that has this full armor set on him with like a saddle and everything like that. I thought this was really cool, especially for like, you know, some type of Sith, you know, because the beast is like red and even the armor is sort of red. I found it for about 700k, and it is around 1 million, around 900k sort of, so not a bad price. I think it's really cool. It's overly large, to be honest, and yeah, I definitely think this is a pretty good one, especially for a Imperial player or a Sith. Cartel Hedonist, another skiff. It's pretty much the same, it's just sort of red, and I don't know, there's not really much to it. I'll just let you guys have a bit of a look at it. Now for the Logo Agitator. So this is another one like the other one that I showed you. It's just a red version. I like this one a lot more than the other one. It's got some cool little gold things on it, and it just looks so nice and shiny and stuff like that. As you can see, it's 1.8 million. I know this video is under 1 million, but I paid less than 1 million for this. So prices change a lot. I remember looking at this, you know, I've looked at this quite often, these logo ones, and the prices are very up and down. So if you want to buy it, I'd save 1 million at least, and just look every now and then, because the prices drop and go up, and it's just all over the place. Next is the Sierra Grigna. This is another one that's around 1 million. It's selling for 1 million here. I bought it for around 800k. This one is just so cool. It just, first, obviously it looks cool, but I kind of liked how it's sort of a representation of the guy from Star Wars Rebels, the Bendu, the Force Beast, because I just love Rebels, and I just thought it was really cool. It's like a small version of him. The horns are really cool, and the whole sort of headpiece thing. So definitely a pretty good one, and you can probably find it for quite cheap a lot of the time. And lastly is the Cartel Relaxation skiff. So this is another skiff. This one is very different to the others. So this is a lot smaller. It doesn't have like a normal sort of droid that's controlling it. It's got just like a little droid. It's sort of ripped all on the top. It's like black. It sort of looks very messy, but it looks sort of good. It's more for a Sith, it looks like, as well. This is definitely one of my favorite ones. I found it for 400k. Again, they're around 1 million. It just depends what days, you know. There's a lot of times where I've bought some things from the GTN, and then the next day it's gone up heaps, or it's gone down heaps, and that's just how it is. I think the day that I bought most of these mounts was a pretty good day for mounts. I don't know how that works, but it was just a lot of cheap things, and the stuff that wasn't cheap I just waited for, you know, the next day or a couple of days where they did get cheap. So that is it for the mounts under 1 million credits. I'm sorry for the ones that weren't under a million, but I'm sure by the time you look that a lot of them will actually be under a million. There'll definitely be another video to come after I buy more mounts and more outfits, and I'll probably do some other videos around Star Wars: The Old Republic. So until then, I'll see you guys next time.